home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards of all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now
breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down on his feet at the 40. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real, the coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Jackson will throw. Unloads it left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Madison. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Terry. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're gonna go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Woodhead. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. To the air on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll send the back in motion. Jackson will throw. Got his man on the outside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll try it over the left side. Got the first down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught near the sticks. It's James. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Defense playing a bail technique. With the catch, it's Terry. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And this defense has had an elite first half. Kept them off the scoreboard. They put a drive together right before the half. Talk about some momentum. Hold them to a field goal here on this 3rd down. Don't let them get a touchdown. They've played so well this first half.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! The extra point here would tie the game.
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love that.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Jackson going to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Here's the handoff. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arkansas. Let's go.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on the 4th.
A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. but I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Quarterback on the keeper. Going the other way, and he's got room. Oh, sweet feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Gets the back moving. Jackson will throw. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. Nice move there. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They'll throw on third and short. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Razorbacks are flying down the field.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fake. Dumps it off in the flats. Across the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Razorbacks will line it up on first and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Right on the money. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Razorbacks will try to punch it in on first and goal.
Ready,
On the ground. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! They take the lead with the 6. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Navigates that massive bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Rush is on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They booted away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the move to his left. Got his man on the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jackson gonna throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Off play action on first down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
You got to be so careful. Got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Jackson will throw. Dances away. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We reach the brink. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes the easy completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. Under fire. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Razorbacks will snap it on first and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Gonna swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He'll start this drive firing. Quickly to the tight end. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. From the gun to give, looking for room.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Find some fresh air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Driver. Quick strike complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Mizzou trying to cash in on a red zone trip. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Bring in the heat. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Jackson will throw. He's got him. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give and tick, 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 tick. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation.
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Razorbacks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky.
Nice play call, QB sneak, get another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
And they'll take a knee.
And that's the best formation you practice every single week, because you know the ball game is over. We just did enough to get it done. Just watch it tick down to 0 and enjoy the dub.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.